Down to the Charlotte Hornets at halftime. Yep, that's where we are right now. The Chicago Bulls are down to the Charlotte Hornets at halftime of this game. This absolutely makes no ever loving sense at all. None. Not a lick of it. I don't know like why the Bulls can't seem to just get their shit together. Ever. We had a pretty good first half. We won that first quarter by one. We lost the second quarter by six, but it just seems like the Bulls are just lethargic out there. And that's the biggest thing right now hurting the Chicago Bulls is the lethargic play and how consistently the Bulls just look so lethargic out there against these teams. It really is ridiculous that this has really become the Bulls while you're trying to build identity that you can't even play well or consistent against a team. Like I don't know what it's going to take for the Bulls to get the wake up call and realize how much energy they need to play with consistently. I don't know what it's going to take. It's just, it's yeah, some good play in the first quarter, some solid defense at times in this game, but overall, the Bulls they just can't keep up the intensity. And I get it, having a depleted bench, we had to play Terry Taylor out there 8 minutes, things like that. But overall, to me, it's just we have so much talent still on this team. And when you have a lot of veterans on this team as well, you just expect them to be able to keep up the intensity a little bit better. Now, I will say this. We're winning in a lot of areas that are key, right? We're out rebounding them by 8. That's good. You want to see that. They have more fast break points than us. We're tied on second chance points. We have 24 points in the paint, only 8 points off the bench for the Bulls. They got 26 points off the bench. Turnovers, we're losing that battle 6-2. But we're shooting the ball 53% from the field, 28% from 3-point range. We've made 4 of them. They're 40% from 3-point range. They've made 9. But it's like, I don't know what it's going to take for the Bulls to consistently give effort, man. I don't know. Now, we're only down by 2 at halftime. So shout out to that. DeMar DeRozan with 15 points. He only's taken 5 shots. 15 points on 5 shots is great. Nikola Vucevic is taking 11 shots. He has 11 points and 9 rebounds. Kobe White is 4 for 8 from the field with 12 points. Ayo Dosunmu getting to the rim at this point is so dangerous for the Bulls. 11 in a positive way. 11 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Ayo Dosunmu's playing really good right now. Love to play from out a little bit more off the bench as well. But it's just that little bit of edge that the Bulls need, a little bit of edge. And we can definitely be in this game a little bit further. Down by 2 points at half. I'll give them that. We could have easily went down in half by 5 or 6 points. The Bulls went on a run there to end that, but those 3 free throws by DeMar DeRozan to end it definitely helped with that. But it just, I don't know, man. I really don't know. The Bulls, I just want them to be better, bro. Just want them to be better. And hopefully they come out in the second half and play with much better intensity because we know what this team is capable of. We know what they can do and how they can play. They just got to do it consistently, man. Just got to do it. Benji's in the building. He says, not good enough. Agree with you. Definitely not good enough. Bulls need more work. Facts on that one. Daniel Barry's in the building. What's going on, Daniel? Glad to have you in the building. Again, no energy tonight. Nobody running. Yeah, and that's why we're losing on fast break points. And I get it. It's the second of a back-to-back. They were home for 1 game after being out on the road for 3. They're back out on the road. Maybe that's playing it. We'll see. Sydney says it's crazy how these guys were showing a bright spot for a full month, then going back to their old ways again. I also worry if Caruso will request a trade to a contending team. I don't really get that feeling. I think that Caruso is content here, but we'll see. I'm glad I didn't waste my time watching the game instead of doing my English homework. That's crazy. First of all, let me take this graphic off here where it's definitely not in the pregame anymore. That needs to go away. But all right, let's see. How do you feel about the Bulls going into the night? Stacy, I don't know. I'm still mad about last night. Gotta love Stacy for keeping it 100. Facts. I think DeRozan should put in some of the younger guys who have a need. Donovan, I said DeRozan. Donovan to play well. The roster is depleted. Give the team a spark. Yeah, but there's a risk of trying to give the team a spark. They come in and play like ass, right? There's definitely that prospect as well. Matty Legend, Vooch is killing me. He needs to switch to volleyball. It only looks good on paper. Stacy said it. Nobody wants to run but Io. Listen, Io's awesome. Io is awesome. I love the way Io's playing. Rondo Too Raw. What did I say before the game, dog? Effing aneurysm. We're getting cooked by the Hornets bench. Excuse me. Hornets bench in the front office wants to stand pat. I mean, listen, you got to have a partner. You got to have somebody that can trade with you that gives you a good deal. But man, we'll see. We'll see. By the way, we are 11 subscribers away from getting to 17,000 subs on YouTube. If you're listening, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you think you're subscribed, double check that you're subscribed, because I pop up so much in people's algorithms, they think they're subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Sports reports says Zach would have gone off in Charlotte because only OGs remember that one game. That's funny. Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he would have gone off. But why are the boys passing up open looks? And I don't know if it's low energy. I don't know what it is. Say my name says I'll take the first bid on that Kobe hair if it gets auctioned. That's crazy. That's crazy. Io is bull of the month. Oh, fact, Io's killing it right now. Io's playing so well. It's crazy right now. Patch in the building says, we take care of our careless turnovers and pick up the pace. Also, Vooch, stop standing at the three and start working in the paint. Listen, play like a big man. Just play like a big man. F. Javon Carter, dude should never see the court again. I mean, unfortunately, with the roster as depleted as what it is, we're going to see a lot of them. But once everybody's back healthy, I do think there's a risk of Javon Carter falling out of the rotation, and I wouldn't be mad at it at all. I can confidently say we are back to our 5-14 selves. December Bulls basketball was fun to watch. Fuck Acme. No, come on now, bro. I get it. Yeah, this isn't nearly as bad as the 5-14 team. First of all, we don't have as much talent as that team had, as bad as they were playing, but we're definitely not back to that. Just not back to that. Have you heard about the Tony Snell story, Haize? What happened with Tony Snell? I don't pay attention to Tony Snell. He was barely a Bull. So if we lose this game, I will literally have no words, just staring at the wall, thinking of how we ended up here after a solid December. Well, keeping this in mind, right? The Bulls usually are up at halftime and then they end up losing. Maybe the fact that they're down at halftime, maybe something changes. I can't say enough how dope this channel is. Keep up the killer consistent content. Haize really makes it fun while we suffer as Bulls fans. Listen, here's what I'll say. For those that have been around here for years, we've been around for 2.5 years now, or that have been here even just for a little while. If we have had this much fun with a losing Bulls team, imagine once the Bulls are actually good again. Imagine that. Imagine how much fun we're going to have around here when the Bulls are actually good again. That'd be crazy. It'd be fun. It's crazy to think about, right? Kobe been wearing them LeBron 20s for like the last 2 to 3 months. Now we need to start a GoFundMe to get him some effing Kobe's. That's crazy. Believe me, Kobe don't need a GoFundMe. So been a Bull supporter since the 80s. They're making it difficult. What the fuck? Hey, bro, I've been a Bull supporter since birth. Tony Snell needs to be signed by an NBA team to complete 10 years and get health benefits and pension or something like that. I didn't even know that NBA players got pensions. So, hey, I mean, shout out to him. Has it been 10 years since we drafted Tony Snell? It's been 10 years since we drafted Tony Snell? That's crazy. Yeah, he was drafted in the 2013 draft. That's crazy. Man, life comes at you fast. Same game as yesterday. At least we can't blow a lead in the third. I can't say this is the same game as yesterday. That team was even more lethargic than this one. At least we started off with some energy. Melvin in the building. Just when it looked like they were starting to figure it out, other teams started figuring us out. Let's see what Billy does. Not hopeful he'll figure any adjustment out, but hey, waiting on a Billy Donovan to make an adjustment is crazy. Do you worry about the level of play this team is playing, or do you believe because how depleted they are, it's hard to sustain the level of play in December? Yeah, keep in mind, that was a deep team. I get it, we were missing Zach, but literally, we were just missing Zach LaVine. Everybody else was primarily healthy. Alex Caruso was kind of in and out the lineup at times. We played a couple of games without DeMar, but that was a really deep team, and depth really does help like that. So, Haize, remember when we went 8-21 at the end of 2021? This bull stretch is not the darkest we've gone through. Thank goodness your roast sessions and hotline streams kept us sane. Hey, listen, that for those that weren't around the first year of Chicago Bulls Central, you missed something because that was before I tried. I was unhinged then. I didn't even try to hide my unhingedness. Now I'll be pissed, but I still try to present a really good show. Not to say that they weren't good shows, but those that were here from the beginning knows there were times where I just would literally after games just sit here and rant for 15 minutes, going off on everybody, calling Zach LaVine's mama, I like all those type of things. I've calmed down some since then. I've refined it some since then. But man, that was a fun time. That was a fun time. By the way, y'all, we now are 8 subscribers away from hitting 17,000 subscribers. Can we get 8 more subscribers before the end of this half? I know I sound like a pastor now. Can we get 8? I know that if you're under the sound of my voice, if God has been good to you, if the Bulls have been good, the Bulls ain't been good to none of us. But if the streams have been good to you, hit the subscribe button. Let's get to that 17,000 subscribers by the end of the day. That'll be fun to be able to hit. Matty Legend says, my bad. I came in angry. You're right about us maybe playing with energy after halftime since we're losing. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Haize, I know you were happy about seeing Javon Carter spin around like a dumbass and traveling and stepping out of bounds. The guy literally sucks so bad, and he's playing because of how many injuries you have. Listen, Javon Carter sucks. And it's not even close. The dude is he's a 3-and-D point guard who can't pass, shoot the three-pointer, and he hasn't played defense since like the second week of the season. He's not a basketball player. He's not a basketball player. Petty Roosevelt was real season 1. Hey, Petty Roosevelt that's absolutely correct. Season 1, Petty Roosevelt was crazy. Petty Roosevelt was in his prime in the first year. That's a fact. Got into it with Jordan Crawford, like all types of crazy shit. I remember you saying last year, I hope they're fighting in the locker room or else I don't want to hear it. Good old days. Hey, listen, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Like, that's crazy. Crazy. Toro Loco says, hey, man, been here since day one. You definitely took a chill from them, but still bring the most genuine vibes. I appreciate that, man. I realized that I had to calm down. I had to calm down some because I had to realize that, Bulls fans rock with me, and I love you guys, right? But to reach a bigger audience, I have to keep Petty Roosevelt contained. People love Petty Roosevelt in general. Do not get me wrong. They are people who love Petty Roosevelt, but I gotta trickle it in, right? The whole second half of the 2021-22 season was all Petty Roosevelt. That's all it was. You had a good 35 games of just Petty Roosevelt. I was going off every single night. It was crazy. Every single night. It was, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. We might as well play Julian Phillips over JC since he's playing G League ball anyway. Listen, Javon Carter's cheeks. Absolutely, completely and utter cheeks. It's crazy. Let's see. What was your most angry game this season but didn't show? Oh. What was my most angry game this season that didn't show? That's a really great question. I think it was. Hold on, let me look at the schedule because I could tell you based off that. It was a game. I know we lost the game by like 20 points. I think we were up by 20 to start the game. Whatever that game was, where it was like a 41-point swing where we were up by 21 at half. We ended up losing the game by like 18 or something like that. That was the game. Like, I held my composure so well that game because I don't even remember. Maybe was it a Miami Heat game? I can't remember, but I was pissed. I was extremely pissed that game. Haize, I can't remember the last time you flipped your hat around. OGs will know the reason for that hat. Hey, listen, if the hat turns around, you know it's about to go down. That's it. That's it. No, that was Brooklyn. Okay, there it goes. The Brooklyn game. That was it then. That Brooklyn game had me hot, bro. I was pissed off that game. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Bulls losing to the Embiid-less 76ers. That was a frustrating game as well. That was definitely frustrating games. How do you contain your anger if the Bulls play like dog water? Therapy? I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. It's tough. It's tough sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're 3 subscribers away from 17K. Can we get 3 more subscribers before I end the halftime hangout? Can we get to three more subscribers? I know 3 of y'all ain't subscribed. This is fire content. If you're subscribed to CHGO, but you're not subscribed to Chicago Bulls Central, you're a loser. You suck. You might as well go to the Nelly and Ja Rule concert. What are we talking about? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Jamal is in the building. He says Javon Carter's playing like Levine was playing right before the soft trade request, but Jay-Z can't ask for a trade, so we're just stuck. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a goddamn fact. Javon Carter's complete and utter ass cheeks. We're 2 away. 2 away. Can I unsubscribe and subscribe? That doesn't help, you dickhead. What are we talking about? If we get 17K subscribers, can Petty make a quick appearance? Maybe. It got to be something genuine to pull out Petty Roosevelt. But all right, y'all. I appreciate you guys, man. We'll be back at the post-game show. We didn't hit it. I don't think we hit it. Oh, let me refresh real quick. We're 1 away. We can't get 1 more subscriber. Come on, man. Let's not in the halftime hangout until it happens. Come on, man. 1 more subscriber to get to 17K. Can we get somebody unsubscribe? Now we're back to 2. All right, y'all playing. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See Red. I'll be back for the halftime hangout. The post-game show, y'all. If we get to 17K, during the post-game show, I will take a shot. There you go. We got to be at 17K by it. I'll start the post-game show off with a shot. Love you guys. Go